And of course. Hi, everybody. This is Lily McNamara with Lily of the Light, and I am here with Anna from Wick Creations, and she is a platinum sponsor for the Samhain Symposium, October 28th at the Crown Plaza in Plymouth. And she is actually one of my favorite sponsors, and here's why. Last year was our first year, and you agreed to be a sponsor. You were the first sponsor. You were the first person to believe in this event. And we're having a few technical difficulties. I am so sorry. The image will pop up in a few seconds. What else? So you were there last year. Oh, I am keeping this all in, everybody. I want authenticity throughout. None of us are perfect, and I love that. This is real. This is real, unscripted. So last year, first sponsor ever for the Samhain Symposium. This year, again, you chose to give the maximum and be a platinum sponsor. So why did you agree to be a sponsor twice and give the max and be so generous, besides the fact that you're fabulous?
Honestly, it sounds really cliche and like a canned answer, but it really, for me, was always about investing back into the community. Like I've been a part of the Twin Cities pagan community for years now, but it was the first time something was presented to me as this is a pagan event to really focus on acceptance and inclusion. And I think there's a huge lack of understanding that when you're in a community, it's like you just assume that's part of it. And I mean, it is, yay, you're in the community, but it was so amazing to hear someone actually call it out into the light and saying, no, we could be doing more. We should be doing more. And everyone should be open to this. Everyone should be welcome to this and should feel like this is a safe space for them. And last year, that was how it was presented. And I loved that. And I'm like, yes, take my money. I want to be part of this in some way, shape, or form. And then I was also lucky enough to be actually involved in the Samhain Symposium as a vendor and a co-presenter. And so I saw the intention being made, and then I saw it actually come to fruition. And I left going, no, dude, that was totally what it was about. I left feeling so open and so connected. I talked to so many people, and I still got in my head sometimes, am I sharing too much? Am I sounding stupid? Everyone was so welcoming and inviting and accepting. And it was just such a positive experience that the moment I heard that there was another one, of course, I'm going to put my name in there, my business in there, my money in there. I'm in it.
I love it. I love it. And it is about showcasing the community. It's about showcasing our true diversity, because we aren't cookie cutter. Like, not only is our demographic so different, there's multiple different genders, there's multiple different races, there's multiple different belief systems and religions. Like, it's so diverse that I think it does us an injustice as a community not to showcase that, not to get excited about it. And I love that that's what came across for the event, that it wasn't just like, oh yeah, this is just like every other event. It's like, no, I really want this to be like, oh yeah, come overshare. Let's do it. Let's be a community, because let's be honest, in your community, you should overshare. You should feel safe enough to just let it all hang out, figuratively, please, and have a good time with it. So as a platinum sponsor at Wick Creations, what exactly is you and your business all about? And you also will be a vendor at the Samhain Symposium selling your wares. And so tell us a little bit about yourself, your business, and what you're offering at the Samhain Symposium. Hopefully there will be an exclusive offer, because I really, really liked last year's. No pressure.
No, yeah, we make our focus is what we're really known for. It's our candles. We make intention based candles that are created with energies. They're crafted during on. You can pick up one of our candles, and every little bit of that candle is going to connect to the intention and the energy put into that candle. So if you, for instance, need a little self-love and a little healing every now and then. And you get a shadow wick candle for self-love and healing. The color, the oils, the herbs, the sigil that's engraved onto the candle, the drips that are encasing the herbs, all of it is going to connect to those intentions and have those energies in there ready to go. And then once you take it home with you, that's where you get to imprint on the candle, so to speak. Like it's for you. If you have a practice and you want to put it on an altar or a shrine, do that. You want to use it in a working, absolutely. If you're someone who maybe doesn't practice work and you need a little love and nurturing to come home to, you can just put it on the end table and light it when you need to, and the energies are there to connect to them. There's no right or wrong way to utilize any spiritual implement, and I try my darndest to make sure our candles are very much the same. And we will be having, of course, a Samhain Symposium exclusive.
So
absolutely. I've actually taken, I love doing that so much that I've continued on that tradition with every live event we do that. So
I love it. So everyone, the story behind that is I am a selfish diva, and I created the Samhain Symposium to be unique and amazing. And I reached out to Shadow Wick Creations and I said, I really want a candle, a Samhain Symposium candle for the event, about the event, instilled in it all the awesomeness of the event. And Shadow Wick Creations didn't hesitate. Yes, let's do it. And they did it, and they created magic. And I have this candle in my house. I light it every time when I see clients. I love it. It makes me so happy. I love all of Shadow Wick Creations candles, but that one is my favorite. And to let you guys know how much I love Shadow Wick, I custom order the candles for my mom from there. And you all know how much I love my mother. You are the only one who gets to mess with my mom with candles ever. It is, and it's always demanding. Like I always give like a laundry list, and it's like, can you do that? No problem. Pick it up in a few weeks. We're good. It makes me happy. These candles make me happy. I am full of joy and pride that I can give my mother something so unique and special that, like, she cherishes them. There are things in her life that make her life better. And that is all we can hope for our mothers. And it is something every time I go over to her house, she has one, actually, it's going to sound weird, but she has one in the garage, right? Like by your head as you walk by on a shelf. And she'll actually point to it as we walk in. She acknowledges the magic as she enters and leaves her house. And it is just the sweetest freaking thing. I love it. So that's you. That's what you'll be doing. What are you looking forward to most about this year's Samhain Symposium?
Holy cow. A easier question is, what am I not looking forward to? I think, because there's so much, dude. Like I again, because I was part of the first one last year, I know the time and energy and the care that's put into creating it. So like the selfie corner, I freaking adore it so much, because you have taken something so beautiful and connected, and ancestor work is such a cornerstone in my personal practice. So having your grandmother's quilt is just such a lovely connection to the ancestors, especially for Samhain. But then it's a selfie corner. So it's something so connected and like in tradition, and you hand it down through the generations. It's this beautiful thought. And now selfie, and you can do something fun and modern with. I dig it so much. It's, my grandma Marie would love that so much. So that and the altar that you take so much time in putting up, I like, those are things I love. And then of course I'm lucky enough to be a vendor again this year. So I've taken such a huge step back with Shadow Wick Creations with events, that these events that are coming up, and especially Samhain Symposium, I am so excited to meet people and talk to people and share our ideas and be goof offs and hear crazy, silly things, but also really connect and understand not only how things are different, but how they're the same. And I just hearing about people's paths and their own experiences and sharing mine is such a huge part of why I love this event. And so I'm super excited for that. And then I I really wish I could go to some of these workshops, actually, all of them, because you have such great programming this year. I'm so excited. I need people to go to the programming and then come to Shadow Creations booth to tell me how all of the stuff goes, because like such a huge thing for me. So that's super exciting. The Appalachian folk magic sounds very intriguing and very cool to listen to and learn about and take in. You've got the queering of the great rite, which I really need someone to take notes and like photocopy the notes for me, because I want to know about that. That sounds super interesting. And the fire ritual or the fire ceremony, I really am hoping I can actually sneak off and attend, because that's something I think that really speaks to me in my personal practice. I have a Samhain fire, and we sit around and we have drinks and we tell stories of those that have passed and we honor each one. We have a very specific way of doing it. And I'm so excited to see how someone else does it. And I know last year there's a fire ceremony and I couldn't go to it. So I'm hoping I might be able to see this one, because everything just sounds amazing. And I hope people come and experience this, because it was such a great event last year, and this year sounds even better, and I can't imagine it being better, but it's really exciting all in all.
Yeah, and it's this year, like every year, it's about coming as you are, however that is, and we want people to be weird. We want everyone to respect everyone and to feel so safe that you can be your authentic self, knowing that you are welcome and knowing that this is a place for you to do that. And like some of like queering the great rite came up by having a conversation with the presenters, and I'm queer, and I was like, you don't need to, I don't want this to get flagged as it's posted, you don't need the parts that fit. I am the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine inside me, so I should be able to do the great rite by my damn self. And that it gave birth to the idea that gave birth to the presentation that gave, and that's how that got created. It was by a conversation about being queer and what that means to be pagan, and then just letting them run with it, and trusting my community that they will honor our sexuality and our representation exactly how its beautiful balance is meant to. There was actually not supposed to be a fire pit this year. It was not in the budget, and I had to make the announcement, and Northern Pagan Church reached out and said, we really want to do a fire ceremony. And I said, unfortunately, we can't, because everything is expensive with events, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to donate or be a sponsor, please do it, because it's the only way these events happen. Not gonna lie, I'm not a millionaire. I can't afford to do it myself. I need you. But so Northern Pagan Church reached out and was like, we really want to do a fire ceremony. And I said, we can't afford the fire pit this year. And they said, we got it. Tell us how much it is. We got it. And so they sponsored a fire pit
awesome,
so that we could have a fire for Samhain. They honored our ancestors. They honored our pagan practices so much that they insisted on this being here at this event. And I was blown away. I was like, thank you. Like, yes, I will absolutely put that money towards that. And now we will have it no matter what. And so I can't wait to see what they do. I've been a participant in one of their fire ceremonies, and it's so much fun. This event is great. Like, I love it because it's mine. Like, but it's not mine. Like, I run it and I pay for it. But this event is the community's. Like, this is truly owned by all of us. That's how I feel about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I do a lot of work, but it's this community. It's this event that we do, that we all go, that we all contribute. And I can't tell you how many people ask to help when we're there. like just on the spot. Hey, can I help with a few things? What can I do to make our community better? How can we support each other? People ask that at this event, which I feel like is missing from a lot of events, is that there's not an open, safe space for someone to walk up and go, here's my skill set. What can I do with this? Because several people walked up and was like, I'm disabled, I can't walk, but I want to contribute. How do I contribute? And it's like, you sit at pre-reg and you check badges. And they're like, I can do that. And it's like, yes, do it. Love it. It's great. There's a place for everyone at this event. You have a home here. We want you to have a home here. And Shadowwick Creations makes this a home with the candles, with the energy, with the commitment to the community. It really adds something to the event. And I love the fact that Shadowwick Creations actually also donated the centerpiece for the altar. And so that's the centerpiece every single year for the altar, is one of the candles. So it's not, they're not here just for fun. They are here to make sure that the community is okay. And I love that about Shadowwick Creations. It is something that makes me so happy and proud to be their colleague and their friend and to spend time with them, because I can't tell you how amazing it is to be around someone who is just so genuinely caring about the community that we create. So thank you so much, Anna, with Shadowwick Creations, for all you do. And I cannot wait to see you at the Samhain Symposium on October 28th at the Crown Plaza in Plymouth. Make sure that you check out the website, lilyofthelight.com/Samhain Symposium, and get your tickets, because we want to see you there, and you will be able to purchase candles there. So we look forward to seeing you. Thank you again, Shadowwick Creations. Have a great day, everyone. And don't forget to be the hero of your own story.